Taurus, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. It's too early. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Taurus Love Tarot reading. Taurus love reading, and as is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, Taurus love messages reading. Taurus, I'm channeling for you in July 2023. You could be here in real time, but you could also be here many months, even years later. All readings are timeless and meant for you when you find each other. Okay, that is yours. This is a faded connection. It's landing in the upper right. It's the Ten of Cups. Pisces energy. What's going on, Taurus? Okay. So you could be here in real time, of course. You could be here many months or years later. This is a faded connection between you and I today, between you and your reading. So you're here when you're meant to be here. I'm really glad you found your way here. Taurus, we're going to get into your love reading in just a moment. I want to first mention that down in the description, you will find all the decks that are coming in today. You will also find all the playlists, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, all signs, love tarot readings. I think these are yours. Yes, these are yours. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are very long, in-depth twin flame readings also below, and a lot of other things down there. So feel free to check it out. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer and energy here in your partnership placement. We also have the Six of Swords in reverse. So it looks like, well, there's no communication here. There's trouble, or at the very least, I want to say there's trouble communicating. Of course, we already saw the Ten of Cups in the upright. This is Mars and Pisces energy. And, well, yeah, it's the end of a cycle. It's completion, and it's a new one coming here. Are you coming together with somebody from the past, with a person that you've come here for today, your specific someone? Possibly, let's see, this can be coming together. Love, of course, family for some of you, and really family is just going to be different for everybody. Blending families, possibly introducing families. We see where your person's energy is the strongest, Taurus. Your someone is the Six of Pentacles in the upright. This is a really giving energy. It's a reciprocal energy. And, well, yeah, look, holding a little scale here. Somebody's been waiting. Is that you? Because we see that things aren't really moving, or they haven't been moving. Yeah, and this is really not surprise. So somebody here is indecisive. Is that around the Ten of Cups? Were you in the Ten of Cups? Was it where you were heading? Was it on the table? And again, it can be blending families, introducing families. Let's see. But I want to tell you something before we get in. I feel kind of breathless today. So what's going on with your reading? I'm just going to keep on moving forward. The Hangman energy is more Pisces energy, but this is also Uranus energy. So things are changing. Things are being worked out here. Who is in the Hangman energy? Is that you? Is that your person? This is definitely a time of indecision, or at least it has been, and nobody really doing anything. It's an only time will tell energy, but we can see, look, the Queen of Cups is looking right over at the Ten of Cups. So that's telling us today that before anything is, I want to say, restarting, or you're going into there, because look here, you're talking. There needs to be some healing in this connection, and we can actually see that because it's stagnant. A giving energy coming here. Was this at some point in reverse, and was your person not giving the same effort in the Pentacles? This can often in reverse be a lot of breadcrumbing. It's coming through, so that's telling me it's a bit of a spinner, but we are seeing it in the upright. And we see that this is something that's just kind of still, but healing is really necessary. This is yours. It's the Nine of Swords in the upright. Okay. And also the Knight of Cups in reverse. So you're both here. And it's not about gender, so it's not even really about where anybody sees themselves. We can just see that there is a really strong holding back of emotions, despite the fact that we know they are there. But we're also seeing that they're not flowing. They're not flowing between you. It's really clear here with the Six of Swords in reverse. This is a stagnant issue. This is Mercury and Aquarius energy, and Mercury is the planet of communication, the planet of the mind. So there's a really strong stuck energy here. Okay, so it's Emperor energy. That's what we've got going on here. It's quite strong. It's an overabundance of divine masculine energy. Of course, this is Aries energy, and it's also Mars energy, and it's right below the Six of Pentacles. So this is really clear. The Emperor's looking right over at the Knight of Cups in reverse. And by the way, this is Scorpio and Pluto energy. They're holding back how they feel. They're holding back, for some of you, the truth. They're holding back communicating. They're standing right here on the sword. And of course, that's transactional. It's clarity in relationships. We know here that there is a river flowing. There's a lot of emotions between you, but this is it's a divine masculine energy. In fact, it's an overabundance. And of course, we know this isn't about gender. That could apply to you, but that's not what it's about. It's an overabundance of divine masculine energy. So somebody is, this is definitely a spinner for sure. It's a validation for me of the Six of Pentacles being a spinner, but we also see it here in the upright, and we're seeing the Ten of Cups here. So you were either here or you wanted to be there. It is a news cycle, but it's not going to happen until till somebody's emotionally available. And communication needs to happen first, doesn't it? Also the truth, what is around the truth? Is it how they feel about you? Because for me, a lot of times it comes through, and it is coming through for you today, that they're hiding how they feel about you. Of course, this is a major arcana card. And this is also somebody who likes things a particular way. And here's the thing. It can be, of course, that the person that you're someone you're here for today, maybe even someone just coming up in your energy, is an older man that is kind of, maybe respected in their field. That's not going to be for everybody either. That's a pretty common feeling here with the Emperor card, and it's one I don't bring very often. It is coming out, so there's a reason for that. Definitely for somebody here. Page of Swords energy in reverse. Okay. Knight of Wands in the upright. Interesting. The Five of Wands in reverse. Taurus. There's the High Priestess as well. Okay. So we see this here. This is it's a blocked energy. Divine Feminine energy, of course, it's Cancer energy right here with our Cancer Queen of Cups right in between the Hangman Pisces. A lot of water energy here. Right here as well, there's a lot of emotional energy around this disconnection and whatever happened, whatever's not happening here, because somebody's having trouble making a decision to come out here. This is, I want to tell you, it's healing energy, of course. It's the most healing and supportive energy. There is also reunion energy here, and it's finding your way back to this connection today and healing. So is it healing to move on? Is it healing to move on together? We really need a whole lot more, but we also see these starfish, and this is infinite possibilities. And it's also for me making something work that wasn't working. And we see that there is a new cycle, and this is quite a positive sign for you. It's the Ten of Cups in the upper right. This is one of the happier cards. It's love and contentment and support. And we see here that is desperately needed. And I want to tell you, we're also seeing the Five of Wands in reverse. And that is telling us that whatever is going on here, these issues are being resolved. They're being worked on for sure by your person. Are you also here in the Hangman energy? There is some trouble moving forward. It's just really clear. It's the High Priestess in reverse. It's having trouble kind of seeing things from what? They're trying to get a new perspective here. Is that in regard to where you were? Is that in regard to a future commitment or a future in regard to this connection that somebody is afraid of? We see that things are coming into harmony again here. And all around this, right here in the partnership placement, is the Nine of Swords and upright. This is Gemini and Mars energy, so it's really clear that there is the lack of communication with your person. In particular, I feel, is causing some, well, yeah, some grief and not sleeping very well. We also see exactly what is not moving here. It's the emotions from your person. They're hiding them. Are they hiding the truth of how they feel? What else needs to come to light here, because they're having trouble with that? They're not really entirely trusting themselves. You can see it. How long has this separation been going on, I want to ask? Of course, that's rhetorical because I'm talking to you here in a video. But the Hangman energy today is, I feel that this is a connection that has been, well, yeah, quiet or no contact and or in separation for a while. Or maybe it's just feeling that way. But there really needs to be some give and take here emotionally. It's extremely clear. Look at this. And it's the Knight of Wands in the upright, and this is Leo energy, and this is on the move, leading with their heart. Look, the Emperor is looking right at the Nine of Wands, who's also right here next to, leading up to, right in the middle of the Six of Pentacles, which is a giving energy. So this is coming in, leading with their heart. There's a little bit of a battle going on, I feel like, within your person, possibly within this connection as well. There may be some power struggles here, Taurus. Page of Swords energy is in reverse, and it's connecting directly with the Emperor here. So this is somebody who, yeah, is dealing with some ego, putting on some, this is an overabundance of divine masculine energy. They're looking right at the Knight of Wands coming, almost like they're trying to stop them. Yet we see right here above the Emperor's, I want to say, thought process, what they're thinking about, that there is a giving energy here. There's a reciprocal energy here. So it's sort of like, well, yeah, there are some power struggles for sure between the two of you, but they're also having them within themselves. Because the lack of communication here and emotional giving energy is really strong. And what's going on with this Ten of Cups? Because it's here. And that 10 is also deducing into a 1. So that is a new beginning. And that's also telling us that there is still potential, but it's a matter of when. It's the opportunity for that, because very clearly, regardless, there needs to be some healing here. Possibly for some of you as well, some broken promises. In connection, highly likely for a lot of you, in connection with that Ten of Cups. And also back when the Knight, the Prince Charming card, the Knight of Cups, of course, Scorpio and Pluto energy, when that was in the upright. So something that did not happen, something, of course, that got disconnected. It's a hot and cold energy. It's a little bit too of possibly, yeah, just somebody not really keeping promises. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Okay. It's the Chariot card, and look what it came down with. And this is also yours. We're going to look at it in just a moment. More Cancer in energy. Also the Moon energy. Look what the Crow is rising above. It's the clouds. It's a lot of the indecision, the lack of insight, the clouded insight, but also, was there a tower moment between you? There might have been an actual moment for some of you at a particular event, but it's not necessarily going to mean that, because it's also telling us this was around somebody not being honest about their feelings, about what? Not communicating, not being clear. Because the Chariot is right here on the move over here into the Nine of Pentacles, and this is love coming in. This is one pentacle short of the Ten of Pentacles, and there's the transformational energy as well. And this is somebody who is moving forward and wants to get what they're moving forward for. There is a rise above the conflicting energy. And it's not surprising. We can see it here in the Five of Wands in reverse. That is what that is. That's getting over some challenges and some obstacles here, breaking the stagnancy. Also, is this somebody that was afraid of that? Because we already know that with the Ten of Cups, that something may have been, well, something was clearly disconnected, whether you were in the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles, or you were building that connection or life together, or it was still on the table. It was something that you had discussed. Either way, we see it hasn't been moving with the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. It's extremely clear. But we also see that it's moving again. And this is moving quite literally in between the Queen of Cups in the upright and the Five of Wands in reverse. This is moving toward working things out. This is moving toward solving these issues. And quite literally in the Five of Wands in reverse and the Chariot card telling us that this is going to be the case, that there is some, I want to say, some victory energy around it, restoring harmony. So is that coming in here? And the Nine of Pentacles, because the High Priestess, you know, here in today's reading is a bit like, well, it's a bit like the Empress and also the Magician. She has access to all the elements here. And very clearly what the High Priestess has not been able to see or trust and has been indecisive over is this Pentacle. And you also know that here in the Hangman energy, there's a lot of indecision around that. Right here on the Moon, of course, this is High Priestess energy. This is Cancer. This is the Moon energy as well. And yeah, this, we can see it's moving toward a solution. It's things being on the move again. Coming here right with the Nine of Pentacles, heading toward love coming in and transformational energy. So I do feel that the High Priestess today is a spinner. This is the veil has been lifted, and we see that's not the case here, but we can also see that things are moving again, decisions are being made. Is the Knight of Cups uprighting? Are we going to see it coming back in or something else? Let's see. I do feel that it's also a spinner, but we see here the Wand, the Cup, the Sword in particular, the transactional energy, and also what this, your person, I feel has been stuck about, which is also, we're seeing here, it's time. I mean, look, this is the Nine of Swords. You take this sword, we see that it's about matters of the heart. That is a heart here. Also the Pentacle, the commitment, the relationship, and a lot of practicalities around that. We see things are moving here towards success and quite literally working things out. Is that sword coming over here into the Nine of Swords, putting us into the 10, which is also more of what we know. A new cycle beginning, almost skipping right over it and going into something really changing here. It is an energy of only time will tell. We need to see a lot more. But I feel like it's coming. Yeah, and there's the Magician card that we talked about with the High Priestess. So that's the energy also that I was feeling. And this is your overall energy, and that's not always the case. We don't always get the Magician and even this early. Sometimes the overall energy never comes. We see here that this is a new beginning. There is potential still here. This is manifesting your soulmate here in. Not only is there love coming, we see that with the roses, the divine timing, but there's also a friendship here that's been very strongly affected. Leading with the heart here, that's the inspired action. As above, so below. So visions into reality. And I'll tell you, for some of the immaturity and arrogance that we see here, we also see the Page of Swords in reverse. So ready to kind of give up that sword, give up the truth here, and get a move on. This is the giving energy. This is what they're looking right at here, leading with the heart. And we see in the Magician, that is turning these visions of what they want to bring into reality. And this is the inspired action. Gemini, Virgo energy, also Mercury, of course. Gemini and Virgo, Mercury being the ruling planet for Gemini and Virgo. And of course, this is co-creating with Source, but this is also alchemizing everything here. So it's clear what is going on. This High Priestess is most definitely a spinner. We're going to be bringing in another deck. Where am I putting this? Okay. Yeah, look. This is exactly what they've been holding back. That's the pentacle right here, because it's the King of Pentacles in reverse. And this is not following through. It's not giving that pentacle, which we see now it is, because the energy came through quite strong, Taurus, that the Six of Pentacles is a spinner. So that's clearly the past energy here. This is what has been getting held back. This is the lack of follow through. This is also the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is the promises broken. It's the Knight of Cups in reverse here. Some hot and cold energy. We also see that with the Knight of Wands, putting that Knight of Wands in a spin. But we also see what the Emperor has on their mind here. And that's giving the pentacle that they have been holding, and it's right here in the Magician card. It's right here on that sword as well. That's transactional energy. And what is balancing everything out here? What is on the other side? That's the cup. And that's also bringing in here the balance, the reciprocal energy, the give and the take. It's pretty much everything here. And that's also putting possibly the Knight of Cups in reverse. We might be seeing the Ace of Cups here today. Maybe not, maybe not. It doesn't matter because we already see what's going on. But there's the cup and the pentacle balancing things out. And we see them here, of course, in the High Priestess, which has been in reverse. So this is, your person has been not seeing things very clearly, very, very blocked. And that is most definitely a spinner. So how long has this energy in the Hangman been going on, and how long will it last? I don't generally offer time frames, and everybody has free will. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will. They do change. The future is not fixed. And of course, we know this King of Pentacles is a minor arcana. And that is a day-to-day energy. So how long, how many days has it been? Because it's clear that this is the pentacle that's being withheld. But it's also clear that that is uprighting here and going right into that Nine of Pentacles, bringing us into the Ten of Pentacles, Mercury and Virgo energy. And also one might say, just handing it all over here to the Magician. Ten of Pentacles energy is really long-term energy. That's the new cycle. It's the new beginning, and it's the opportunity for that's still on the table, and we see it here. But we also see the Queen of Cups is staring down the Ten of Cups, this new beginning, because there really needs to be some healing, because the Queen of Cups is waiting here for the King of Cups. I have to say, her counterpart. So whether we see the King of Cups or not isn't the point. It's waiting for the King of Cups. And we know here with the Emperor energy, we know already that that's been a lot of what's being withheld, not following through with some promises, breaking some promises, quite literally, hot and cold energy. And this might be putting you here in the Seven of Wands. This is Leo energy, and it's also Mars energy. You can see this black feather here. It's, angels in protective mode, I want to say. So this is the fear of being hurt. Assessing this situation here now. And there is an element of controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. So you're making your moves, and they're going to make their moves. At the end of the day, everybody's going to make their own decisions. And is there a decision here together? Let's see. Because we see that with the High Priestess in reverse, they haven't really been, it's really clear that they haven't been moving forward here. But we also see that really changing. And I see things here being resolved. So are you resolving this? And are you over here watching saying, yeah, well, I'm out? I don't think so. This is an energy of things being worked out. There is still some ego here. There's still conversations to be had and a lot of healing necessary. But things are moving in that direction quite literally. You can see this here with the Chariot energy, the Five of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Cups here, also catty corner with the Magician. The Magician alchemizing everything that's been going on here. There's a little mistrust on your side. My throat chakra is going nuts. Not surprising. And also understandable that there's some mistrust here. The Magician is alchemizing it all. Look, and it's also here, the Chariot here, and the Magician coming right over here to the Knight of Pentacles to put that in the upright. Because this is the lack of follow through here also with the Knight of Cups. We see that. Okay. these are coming through, they're yours. And I feel like I'm going to stop here and bring in another deck. Okay. Wow. So we know that these were both in the upright at some point. Why do we know that? Because obviously this is the apology coming in here in the Three of Swords. This is the recovering and the healing. So this is telling us that you need an apology. It's the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is the feeling of, well, I want to say living in the past, some expectations. So possibly some things have changed. But we also know that it was here. But you're really needing an apology. That's also clear. And that Six of Cups energy, this is the Sun and Scorpio energy. And there's quite a bit of innocence around here. And the Six of Cups also has an offer. There's a lot of, you know, nostalgia and reunion energy. It's in reverse. Is there an offer here? There's a promise here that was broken. Somebody that you realized for a while anyway, and maybe even still now, that you couldn't count on. And possibly why we're seeing the Seven of Wands in the upright here, of just not really being sure, feeling a little bit, it's some self-defense and protection energy. And that's, of course, as we can see, of not being heard, of going back into the upright Three of Swords, Saturn and Libra energy, the sadness, the loss, the heartbreak, being left behind, no communication. Swords, they're transactional. For some of you, was there a third party? Is there? There could be. I mean, you can see that. It's not going to be the case for everybody. And of course, they came together in reverse and they were both in the upright together. Does that mean that this is not, for some of you, this is your twin flame. It's not for everybody. We also know that soulmate energy is really strong here. And yeah, if you're on a twin flame journey, your twin flame can be a soulmate. It doesn't detract from that, but we can see here that what you were expecting was dashed. This is unrealistic expectations of what was coming in. What were they promising? What was that gift? And the Knight of Cups, what was that proposal? For some of you, this romantic proposal could have been marriage and engagement, moving in together, introducing families, dating, meeting. Whatever it was very clearly not followed through. Caught the camera just as it turned off. That's very clear that what is in here, and this is what you need. Are they bringing it? I feel like this is changing everything. At the very least, it is an apology that you need, and we see that, and it's directly in connection here also with the Six of Cups. So it could have also been this, what was coming in here was the promise of seeing each other, maybe coming back together, because there is a hot and cold energy here. So for some of you, this might be with somebody who was just really having some serious commitment issues, just coming in and out, couldn't make up their mind. Whatever the case may be, the Queen of Swords has been staring down the Ten of Cups this entire reading. We can see that things are moving forward here, Taurus. Are you still here? I feel like you are. But you need this apology. This is the apology energy after everything that happened. And the Queen of Cups has made that clear from the very beginning. And in order to go in to the Ten of Cups, whether it's the first time or go back, and whether that's building a life, talking, whatever that means for you, blending families, introducing families, we can see here that it's being worked out. This is the apology coming in here from our Emperor today. Okay, so I'm going to bring in another deck, and we're going to bring in the sister deck today, and it's in German. If you've been, I'm going to move the energy a little. If you've been at my readings for a while, you already know that I'm in Austria, and I have a lot of German decks. I don't always bring them in. You know, people say, oh, but I don't speak German. It's okay. We're going to see if there's anything coming in, some new insight, maybe some validating information, maybe some clarity coming in, something coming in we just have no idea. Why are you here? Let's see. Not a lot of wording here, and it's the same deck, so we might be seeing also some validating energy. So, but of course I'll tell you what they are. Let's move the energy a little bit more, I'm hearing. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Angels and ancestors, please show us the cards. I first need to look at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing it's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what your person wasn't. Somebody that you can count on. That wants to do the work. Look, this is that apologetic energy here. And look what they have in their mouth. It's the Pentacle. They're riding a particular horse too that is full of humility. This is somebody who, there's apologetic energy, and it's more Virgo and Mercury energy. There's a whole lot of Virgo and Mercury energy here. So we also see that this is on their mind, and that humility is an apology. This is what they weren't, I feel. Able to be relied upon. Coming in here and saying that. Are you believing it? Seven of Wands is telling me that you're really protective, but the Queen of Cups is also saying, yeah, I'm not breaking this stare here. If we're going to have this new start, I really need this. Whatever happened when the Six of Cups was in the upright. And by the way, you know, looking right over here in the Six of Cups, that's the Five of Cups there. It's a muted coloring. And of course, that's the loss. That's also them feeling regret, which is why we see this apology coming in for hurting you, for leaving you feeling like they didn't love you. This is also putting those Five of Cups here in the Six of Cups in reverse, and that's an energy of forgiveness. That's forgiveness here, coming right here. So they're hoping that you will forgive them, and it's an energy also, it's full card in the upright energy of starting over and working through these problems, which we see happening here in the Five of Wands in reverse. This is, for me, Taurus, this is clear of working through those issues, but there's work to be done here. It's not magic. You know, the magician coming in to alchemize. Yeah, but you guys need to do the work. Everybody has free will. With that work, healing and a new start is very clearly necessary. Apologetic energy, everybody taking responsibility in particular because it's connecting with that reversal energy also here in the Knight of Cups. They're coming in here saying, you can count on me now. I'm sorry. I want to do the work. There's a strong indication here that that is, well, that's what's coming through. But you have free will. Everybody does. So are you still in the Seven of Wands energy? Will you come out or will you not come out? Will you maybe reverse it also and say, I'm done? It's going to be different for everybody. But the energy here is with communication, clear communication, owning things here, following through with promises should they be what you're still wanting, because there is kind of a reevaluation here, you know. Clear, concise, honest communication, working things out, coming through quite strong, and things moving forward here into that spin, into that Ten of Pentacles, and into your very first card, the Ten of Cups. Interesting, because I got a look of what's underneath. So the Five of Cups is here. I did feel it here. And that's a lot of, look, this is, as you can see, the Four of Swords in reverse. So this is a restless energy, ready to act. Look at that. That's where you go after the Three of Swords. You go into the Four of Swords. That's Jupiter and Libra energy, because you go in here after. There's a separation going on. Everybody's just getting their bearings. It's in reverse. This is ending the separation with this apology, because there's a lot of loss here. A lot of regret. This is somebody, Taurus, who's sorry that they hurt you, left you abandoned, feeling like they don't love you. I see that you're still in each other's energy here. This is the Two of Cups within the Five of Cups. That's Venus and Cancer energy. That's also putting the Knight of Cups in the upright for me, because that's putting some type of offer back. It's still here. So there's still a wait. They're still thinking about it, and you're still here thinking about it. But there is a forlorn energy here. You can see looking down at what is, of course, the Three of Cups within the Five of Cups, and that's Mercury and Cancer energy. The planet of the mind, the planet of communication, which we know is really in trouble here. The lack thereof, the lack of honesty, the heartbreak, the lack of clarity, holding on. The Emperor here, hiding a lot. But that sword here, you know, is next to, this is a energy in alignment when you're both here in the upright. Someone's laying here next to the sword, waiting for the truth, for clarity for themselves, what to do. There's some Hermit card energy here for me today. But also somebody here, I want to say your person, laying here thinking, what happened, what to do. It's in reverse, so they're ready to act here now. Did you have a conversation that was quite emotional? Maybe. And again, it comes through again that it could have been at a particular event for some of you, surrounded by family and friends. It's not going to be for everybody, but you can also see it hasn't been worked out. The cups are not full, but they're not empty either, but they're spilled and overflowing with a lot of emotional energy. The love and the friendship, obviously deeply affected by either something that was said, something that wasn't said, some immaturity coming through here somehow, lack of communication, whatever it is, it hasn't changed. And this 5 is connecting us directly also with the throat chakra. And that's communication, and that's also the truth. Okay, and look what is here. It's the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. I like seeing this today. This is the Sun in Virgo energy. And this is working things out. Look, this is the 6 of Pentacles here. This is rising above the conflict here. There's 3 of them. And Spirit has a plan, divine timing, of course. But this is also growth and communication with these crows here rising above the 6 of Pentacles, which we see. And you notice they're kind of grouped separately. That's bringing in 3 of Pentacles energy from each side. And 3 of Pentacles energy, that's Mars and Capricorn. It's a teamwork energy. It's collaborative. It's a collaborative effort. And that's communication, because you cannot build the Pentacles and it's the 8, it's the 9, and then it's giving that Pentacle here, which we see is on everybody's mind, making that the 10. You can't grow the commitments or a connection or whatever it is you're doing. Talking, moving in together, marriage, proposal, blending families, introducing, whatever that is. And that long-term energy, building a long-term trusting connection, you can't do it without the communication on both sides. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's both of you here. And 8 is an action number. It's mastering something. That for me is reciprocal energy of giving, communicating. If there's no communication, things are breaking down. Working things out. Look, so that we know that they're working on moving forward here. It's really very clear. And looking over here also at you. And that's also bringing in the 7 of Pentacles here, which is really in alignment with the 7 of Wands for me today. And that's you waiting for an outcome. Being patient and waiting here, but kind of making sure that you're not gone, because once the 7 of Pentacles reverse, that's an energy of you getting here on this chariot and going and alchemizing something new for yourself. There's a lot of Gaia energy, by the way. My throat chakra is going crazy around 8 as well, and that's the healing energy here that we see. Okay, and the last 2, oh wow, yeah. And then we're going to stop here and bring in some channeled love messages. It's the 2 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, there's some indecision here, but this is also a message. This is the Moon in Libra. That's putting the Moon in reverse, and that's clarity and the truth coming. So we know that it is, but we know that they've had a hard time moving, but we see it. We see everything before our eyes here. And that's the Libra energy too, and that's more of the energy of balance and truth, communication, finding a solution, which we know is happening. And now the 6 of Swords has come to us, and look, that's going right here where it belongs with the Hangman. And now it's coming in the upright, and it's saying it's time to get moving now. It's time to begin communication again and come out of this, literally, look, the stormy waters. The storm, basically. It's sort of like the 5 of Cups, you know, with some rain coming in here. But we also see these 5 of Swords here. So, you know, I don't particularly love that. It's Venus and Aquarius energy, but it's lack of honesty, lack of communication, maybe even some things that were said. In particular, in this 3 of Cups energy within the 5 of Cups, it's time to move past that and have a new beginning, forgiveness for everybody, communication, working things out. It's not just forgetting about it. There's a lot of energy of work needing to be done. We see that here as well. But this is moving forward now because the Six of Swords is in reverse here. And that's also for me putting up the Knight. I want to look. Yeah, look at this. I was just about to say it's putting the Knight of Cups in the upright, which is really a spinner for me. That's moving forward now with what was the offer, what was not complete here. That's what's coming in here. It's so strong and getting you both here. This is in the partnership placement, the Queen of Cups, and it's been a really important aspect of your reading today. And this is the last card that's wanting to come through. It's a validation that it's not only extremely necessary, the apologies, the forgiveness, the communication, but that it's possible to heal this connection. Taurus, this is really beautiful. It's Cancer and energy. I could keep going, and I almost feel like I want to, but I'm going to stop because I do feel that the Knight of Cups energy is here with your person. It's just not here, if you know what I mean. It's sort of lagging. It's like the Knight of Cups, yeah, it's on their throne. It's a wobbly Knight of Cups energy, just getting ready to turn in the upright. Okay. So this is your reading today, Taurus. Let's bring in some channeled love messages for you and see what they have to say. Messages from their higher self. Taurus, what energy am I feeling I want to bring in? This is what I want to bring in today. Messages from their higher self. Channel love messages. You are the sunshine of my life. I love you. You are my favorite person. So much regret. So much regret. Yeah. That Five of Cups that came through here in reverse, that's also bringing in, as we know, the Five of Cups, and that's coming in and recovering from this heartbreak together and moving on from it. Now, for some of you, there might be an energy of you wanting to heal and move on. That's clear. It's not for everybody, but it is here. And the message is here for you, Taurus, that they're sorry. They do have a lot of regret, and the Five of Cups came in very shortly after that. There's a lot of apologetic energy here, and they're also regretting, I feel, a particular conversation, something maybe that they said that they did not mean to say. I just can't seem to get over you. That was just showing itself at the bottom of the deck. I'm hiding my true feelings. That's the Emperor energy. We are a fated connection. That's bringing in the Wheel of Fortune. I love you more than I have ever found a way to say to you. You're my other half. It's soulmate energy. That's also twin flame energy. If you're on a twin flame journey, I know that's not for everybody. I wish you were mine. It's too many. But these two came back from that batch. How did I even exist before you? The longing for you never quiets. The Magician, also manifesting. Soulmate energy here. These are the last three. We're going to bring in some channeled song messages, Taurus. I feel like my chest will burst open. That's the Magician card. Look. Head arched back here, connecting with Source. You see those beaming lights there? God, Goddess, the universe, divine, spirit. That's also the crown chakra. That's the knowing. That's the outcome. That's the happy outcome, the successful outcome that we see here. I feel coming. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I never should have let you go. That's the regret in the Five of Cups. Also in that reversal of the Six of Cups, where it came through so strong, and they're hoping you can forgive them. And they also understand if you are moving on. That energy is there for some of you. It's interesting, I just got a message that some of you may have children together, or that maybe that's something that's tied into here, because I was just shown the Empress card. It's not going to be for everybody, and that's not always what comes through with that, but that's what came through for me just now. So I don't know who that's for We're going to bring in some channeled song messages now and then close your reading. Can be that your song is coming in, a song of relevance to you and your person, Taurus. It can also be songs that you don't know or like, and that's okay too. There is always a sentiment behind, what was that? There's always a sentiment behind a song. And there might be things that I just won't even know. Locations, names, particular artists that are going to trigger something for you. And if you ever feel that you're sending that song, then you are. And I have to say, it can be too that something comes through that maybe you've even been hearing lately. Because this is messages from their higher self through channeled song. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Oh, take me back to the night we met, Lord Huron. Surviving, 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 and nothing else. Surviving Luca Fagali. That's a lot of regret and longing. It's a heartbreakingly beautiful song. So honey, now, take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe we found love right where we are. Thinking out loud, Ed Sheeran. These are also yours. It's not a lot coming through, but that's it. I feel, okay, but I have to look here. The Luminaires, nobody knows. Love is deep as the road is long. It moves my feet to carry on. It beats my heart when you are gone. You're always in my head. You're always in my head. You're always in my head. Always in my head. Coldplay. That's the Emperor energy coming through. It's actually really strong because it's everything they're not showing you. All I want is nothing more. To hear you knocking at my door. All I want, Codaline. I have to cover that. I need that spot. This is the last message coming through, Taurus. When you're lonely and sad, if you think of the times we had, just the thought will bring you back to me, a heart to hold you keen. That is your reading today, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading, watching readings and liking them, sharing them if you're inspired to do so, subscribing to the Tarot Closet, to the channel. These are things that really help keep the channel moving and me able to continue bringing you love readings. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you love and light, all things good. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you at another reading. Bye, Taurus.